What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RideRazor. My name's Austin, and in today's episode, we're gonna be teaching you guys how to heel whip. All right, guys, so before we actually get into how to heel whip, let's talk about what you guys need to know ahead of time. The first is how to bunny hop, of course, and I would recommend you guys being able to know how to tail whip, since a heel whip is the opposite of a tail whip. If you're already used to doing the tail whip motion and you know how to keep the scooter under you, it's only gonna make doing heel whips easier. So I do recommend you guys being able to tail whip and bunny hop before you try to learn heel whips. Some of you guys watching at home may already be doing heel whips. A lot of times riders tend to naturally heel whip, so when they learned how to tail whip, they weren't actually learning tail whips, they were learning heel whips. So the way to spot the difference between a heel whip and a tail whip is tail whips are kicked behind you. Use your toes to kick the scooter off behind you, and heel whips are kicked with your heels and the scooter goes in front of you. So check your tail whips, see if you guys are already doing heel whips naturally, and if you are, all you have to do is learn how to do a tail whip, and if you're already tail whipping, this is the video for you. It's very important to learn both tail whips and heel whips because in any sport, you want to be good at both sides. So when it comes to spins, you want to be able to spin front side and back side. When it comes to tail whips, you want to be able to tail whip and heel whip. It only unlocks more tricks later down the road and makes you more versatile as a rider because you can cater to both sides. Alrighty, so let's move into the steps on how to do a heel whip. First things first, like I said, you're gonna wanna start with a bunny hop. All right, once you guys bunny hop and you're off the ground, you're gonna wanna use your heels to kick the scooter out, just like a tail whip, but in front of you. So if I was doing a bunny hop right now, my legs would be compressed, and as soon as I start to decompress and jump up, I'm gonna use my heels to kick it out, just like this. It's very, very, very similar to a tail whip, except you're going in front of you. Once you guys kick that heel whip out, it's gonna come around, and the best thing you guys can do is keep the scooter under you. You do not wanna let the scooter get anywhere away from you, because if you do, landing the trick is gonna become impossible. So once you hop and you kick the scooter out, try to keep the scooter under you at all times. I promise you it's gonna make it 30 times easier. So another thing you guys can do to prepare for heel whips is, just like a tail whip, you guys can sit on the flat ground and do the motion over and over again. So as you guys can see right now, I'm doing my tail whip motion, but if I spin the other way, this is the wrist motion for a heel whip. It's just the opposite way. So the better you guys get at this motion, the easier learning heel whips is gonna be. So once you guys hop, you kick the heel whip out with your heels, use your wrist to spin the deck, keep the scooter under you. The only thing left to do is really spot your landing and land on the scooter. In the beginning, every time you land a heel whip, you're probably just gonna be meeting the scooter on the ground at the same time. So as the scooter comes around, you're gonna land on it. But over time, and as you get more comfortable with the trick, you'll start to catch your heel whips. To catch your heel whips, all you guys wanna do is just practice dropping your toes mid-air. So when the deck comes around, your feet are there to catch it. This trick is pretty much only done with practice. The more you practice it, the better it's gonna get. And catching your heel whips is gonna be very important if you guys wanna do them over things, because you pretty much need to get the scooter back to your feet as soon as possible. Last but not least, when it comes to actually trying a heel whip, I highly recommend you guys do it on a ramp that you guys feel very comfortable airing out of. So we have a bank right here. This is where I'm gonna be doing it. And when I personally learned heel whips, I had a bank at my local skate park that was perfect for it. So that's where I recommend trying them. All right, so now that you guys know how to do it and where to do it, it's time we start trying them. Let's go.